watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted Best of Las Vegas. Give them a call, 702-727-9900.
Thank you for joining us here on News 25 and Ace Country Radio and streaming at KPVM.tv and now on Roku devices on this Monday, April 29th. I'm Chris Palermo. Here's what's happening. America First held a MAGA Trump rally on Saturday from 10 a.m. to noon. News 25 was there and captured it all.
In a display of fervent patriotism and political engagement, a large crowd of supporters gathered at the intersection of Highway 160 and Highway 372 outside the Nugget Casino on Saturday, April 27th for an America First rally.
2024 Donald Trump.
The event, which ran from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., drew attendees from across the community rallying around themes of nationalism, conservative values, and support for former President Donald Trump. Local businesses enthusiastically participated in the event, showcasing their support for the cause. Among them were stalwarts like Second Amendment Guns, Pete's Meats and Treats, Guns and Ammo, Nye County Armory, and numerous others, underscoring the symbiotic relationship between small businesses and conservative politics in the region. One of the highlights of the rally was a free raffle, adding an element of excitement and camaraderie to the gathering. Attendees had the chance to win various prizes, fostering an atmosphere of community engagement and celebration. The proceedings commenced with a stirring rendition of the national anthem performed by local talent Peggy Sue, setting a patriotic tone for the rest of the event. Distinguished guest speakers took the stage, addressing the crowd with impassioned speeches. Among them were prominent figures in local politics, all staunch supporters of Donald Trump. John Lee, who is running for Congressional District 4 seat, delivered remarks highlighting his commitment to conservative values in the America First agenda.
I am so proud to be here today. I'll stand over here and shake hands, but all the values that we have in Nevada and the work ethic that we have and the vision we have for our state, I promise to bring that back to you.
Robert Thomas, a candidate for Justice of the Peace, also took the opportunity to connect with voters, outlining his mission and vision for upholding the rule of law and ensuring justice for all residents of the community. Republican Chairman Leo Blundo, a respected figure in Nevada politics, delivered a rousing address rallying attendees to support candidates who prioritize American interests above all else.
This election, our lives, our country, our state, our county, our freedom is on the line. You need to hear from our local candidates, our state candidates, and our federal candidates. They're all going to have an opportunity to meet, mix, and mingle, but you'll hear from them, from their words to your ears. We want you to be able to meet them, and that's the opportunity we're creating. May 11th, 10 a.m., the Nye County Republican Central Committee meeting. Again, my name's Leo Blunder. I'm your county chairman. It's a pleasure to be here. We're honored so many patriots are here fighting for Trump, fighting for our country, fighting for our freedom. This is exactly what patriotism looks like. May 11th, 10 a.m., 4760 South Pahrump Valley Boulevard. We'll see you there. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, just come grab me. I'm in the leather black jacket with the sunglasses. And you can email us at chairman@nigop.org. God bless you all, okay? God bless you all.
The rally served as a platform for like-minded individuals to come together, reaffirming their commitment to the principles of patriotism, liberty, and traditional values. Against the backdrop of a changing political landscape, events like these underscore the enduring spirit of grassroots activism and civic engagement in communities across America. As attendees dispersed, energized and inspired by the day's events, the echoes of their voices rang out, a testament to the enduring strength of the America First movement here in Pahrump, Nevada.
And News 25 will have more on this rally on our newscast tomorrow, including an interview with Bruce Schoenberger and his wife, Pamela Morgan, who are the rally organizers. While at the MAGA Trump rally, News 25 catches up with candidate Robert Thomas, who's running for Justice of the Peace, Courtroom B.
I am Robert E. Thomas III. I am running for Pahrump Justice Court Department B. The reason you should vote for me is because I have almost 50 years of litigation experience in California and Oregon. Yes, the laws are different, but the process and the treatment of litigants is the same. Vote for me. I bring a lot to the table. I'm admitted to the United States Supreme Court bar, which only 0.7% of all attorneys in the United States are admitted. I am an experienced litigator, 24 years and 2 different DA's courses, 11 or 12 years as a public defender, and I was a judge for 13 months. I know what it should look like. I know how to treat litigants. For a fair disposition, see me. I taught the Constitution as our founding fathers intended it for 3 years, so I know the Constitution as it was intended. Thank you.
More coming up. You're watching News 25.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25 on this Monday. Good evening. I'm Chris Palermo. Here's what's happening as the Second Amendment continues to be threatened here in Nevada. Las Vegas correspondent Maria Centers now joins us with the latest firearm news out of Clark County.
Recently, the Supreme Court of Nevada unanimously ruled that a state ban on ghost guns is constitutional, overturning a lower court's ruling. News 25 Las Vegas is now joined by a resident firearms expert, Russ Martin, with his take on the current Second Amendment status here in the Silver State.
When they're talking about ghost guns, they're talking about unserialized firearms, firearms that are homemade. They're not made by a manufacturing company. They do not have a serial number. They say they're untraceable, but unless you're going to round up all the guns that were made prior to 1968, you're always going to have ghost guns.
Much like a motorcycle can be used very dangerously if not in the proper way, firearms training is a very serious and respectable industry.
That's correct. Most of the instances that you see of people getting harmed by firearms is because they did not have the proper training. There's some lawmakers and judges that need to read the Constitution and read their oath to the Constitution, because they're basing this ghost gun rule on the Gun Control Act of 1968 that requires manufacturers to put serial numbers on firearms. That in no way corresponds to private citizens assembling a gun on their own. Also, the Bruin decision by the Supreme Court of the United States says that any gun laws should reflect the laws on the books in 1791 when the Constitution was ratified. And prior to 1968, firearms did not require serial numbers. All these lawmakers who are making these gun laws, they need to take a firearms course themselves and learn about firearms. They're making decisions based on media, movies, this type stuff. They're not operating in the real world.
How is it the gun's fault but not the knife or the car?
If someone wants to kill somebody, they're going to find a way to do it. And if you look at history, what was the first weapon used in a murder? That was a rock. So are you going to ban rocks?
Reporting from Clark County, I'm Maria Centers with News 25 Las Vegas.
Thank you very much, Maria. We will continue to offer the latest in Second Amendment news across southern Nevada. Las Vegas Vet Center's outreach was in town on Friday to make connections with local veterans here in Pahrump. It's reported they might even establish a vet center in our community. News 25 caught up with the Veterans Outreach Program specialist to learn more.
Hi, this is Josefina Wong-Rui with the Las Vegas Vet Center. We had our first Pahrump Veterans Connection meeting here in Pahrump, and we were joined by our Veterans Benefits Outreach Specialists, Crystal and Marvin, as well as our community partners, Laura and Ben with Alpha STEM and Applied VR, as well as Larry Ham with the Congressman Horsford's office. And we were joined with our veterans for our first Pahrump Veterans Connection meeting. And so we provide resources, group therapy. The Vet Center provides a wide variety of counseling services as well as group, VA resources, and community resources. And we are just looking to provide support to our veterans and their families. We are looking to provide first a CAP station, which is our community access point, as well as eventually building a Pahrump Vet Center. You can contact the vet centers. We have the Las Vegas Vet Center, which is at 7455 West Washington Avenue, Suite 240, and it's right on Washington and Buffalo, or the Henderson Vet Center, which is located at 400 North Stephanie Street in Henderson, Suite 180. And you can also reach us at the Vet Center, which is the www.vetcenter.va.gov. Thank you so much for your time.
More news now. A debate was held at the Pahrump Senior Center last week for all of the candidates running for Nye County Commissioner District 3. News 25 speaks with one of the candidates, Edward O'Brien, at this event.
Name's Edward O'Brien, running for District 3 Commissioner. So we're just getting done with an event here over at the Senior Center and the debate over here. And I have to say, it was definitely a great event. We had a lot of people show up, and we had a lot of great questions, great answers, a lot of candidates running. So I think that we need a younger generation of leadership to step up and to help Nye County thrive, not just survive. We need transparency, we need accountability. Obviously, every single candidate that you see here or saw here tonight, they have a lot of great ideas. We just need somebody to keep things moving forward in a positive direction, and that's exactly the reason why I'm running, is because I believe I'm the person to do that. There are a lot of issues that are going on right now, and I promise you that I will fight for the county and I will fight for our rights, and I will be there for the people. If anyone has any questions, you got my number is 775-513-8886, and my email is powerediesel@gmail.com. Just feel free to contact me, and let's go and grow.
Coming up, a local film festival was a big hit over the weekend. You're watching News 25.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back to News 25. Art Walk of Pahrump held a film festival over the weekend at Rubalcava's, a Mexican restaurant. They also had local vendors, including chalk art, Lego building competition, and more. News 25 speaks with the founder and president of Art Walk of Pahrump, Tiffany Whitecloud.
The Art Walk of Pahrump is to inspire and foster the creativity in our community for all generations, but especially for our future generations who need something to put their energy and focus into that's going to be positive, give them a creative outlet in so many different ways. So we have many different things at the Art Walk, including a Lego building competition, which is happening right now, today. And there's a poetry contest. There will be a fashion show in the future event. So June 22nd will be our next event. And we want to inspire our community to create their own designs. My daughter Pearl has created her prom dress, and I had her wear it today so other people could see what potential there is in creating their own thing.
I made this dress because it's my senior year of my high school career, and I was very excited to have my last dance, and I wanted it to be special. So over summer, I was like, you know what, it's gonna be my last school dance, and I want to make it special, so I might as well make my own dress. And I've never sewn anything before in my life, but it was a 50-50 chance it was gonna turn out good or bad. And I think it actually turned out pretty well, really special for me. And I'm actually really happy that I got to learn how to do everything. And I even made the shoes, and it was just really fun. I think working on the dress was more fun than the dance itself, so it was really cool.
We started off with a bang. There was a freak storm that happened and came through and blew many of our vendors' tents, broke their product. It was pretty tragic for a lot of our vendors, so we had them pack up. Unfortunately, some of them didn't come back because their things were too damaged for them to return. For participation, you can contact us through the website. We would prefer you to go to the website www.artwalkofpahrump.com. Fill out a contact form sheet, and we will get back to you through an email. Our Facebook page for future events, you can go on Facebook, Art Walk of Pahrump, and we will be posting updates. We will be posting updates for all of our events and the things that we add. Our phone number is 760-895-3497, and our email address is artwalknv for Nevada at icloud.com.
More news now. Saturday, April 27th is National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day. According to Dr. Valles with the Cleveland Clinic, the perfect time to purge those old prescriptions.
Expired medications have the potential for becoming more toxic and potentially interfering with other new medicines that you may be taking. On the flip side, expired medications may lose their potency and not work as effectively.
Dr. Villas says it's a good idea to check expiration dates, especially on liquid antibiotics, insulin, and blood thinners. These medications may do more harm than good once past their prime. In fact, poisoning can occur from accidentally taking the medication that's been lingering around the medicine cabinet too long. Dr. Villas also reminds us to take prescriptions the way that they were intended and to use them until they're gone.
And if you have a whole bunch of drugs from 10 years ago, that's generally not a good thing, because you may need to talk to your doctor about what the best and most appropriate medicine and most recent medicine is for you.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Well, it's the Lerner and Rowe WeatherCam. Beautiful day today, some wind. We had some rainbows last week. There was no rain today. We did last week. Did you catch them? More weather coming up in just a bit.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Good evening, Nevada. I am Rory Rossell here from the Channel 25 Weather Studios and streaming everywhere at KPVM.tv and now Roku. Taking a look at Nevada right now, up in northern Nevada, Fernley is at 70 degrees, Fallon at 73, City at 65, Tonopah at 69, Goldfield at 72 degrees, Beatty at 80 degrees, Amargosa and Las Vegas are both sitting at 85 degrees, and Death Valley is at 95 degrees. Here in the Paradise of Pahrump, it is currently 81 degrees. The high just a little while ago was 82 degrees. It was sunny today, wind blowing south at 12 miles per hour, humidity 17% today, then the sun rose this morning at 5:52 and is setting at 7:30 p.m. Humidity 33%, wind is going to be blowing still at east-southeast at 7 miles per hour. The low tonight is going to be 53 degrees with clear skies. Let's take a look at the rest of the week. It looks like there's going to be a lot of sun and a little bit of cloud cover this weekend, but mostly other than that, it's just going to be sun. There's going to be a little bit of wind throughout the week, and we're going to be staying in the mid-80s and high 70s. Thankfully, there's not going to be any more 90s this week, but they're coming up soon. Back to the desk, here's Chris.
Thank you very much, Rory. We are enjoying those later sunsets. I hope you are too. I'm Chris Palermo. That'll do it for us here. News 25. Make it a great night.